Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Bob Branch, candidate for AZGOP chair. Folks, once again, we find ourselves in a hell of a position. You see, we're in an election year. Just a couple short months, our candidates have to turn in their signatures. In a little over 5 months, early ballots are already coming out. Yet at the AZGOP, we have very little money, very little infrastructure, and no leadership. And what I mean by when I said, once again, if you remember last election cycle, exactly the same thing. Folks, whose fault is it? Well, quite frankly, it's our fault. We voted for a system that is broken, and we refuse to fix it. We rely on one person to do everything for us, whether it's fundraise, voter integrity, or get out the vote. That's a failed system. It's a very failed system. Because let me ask you this. If you were going to start a company and you knew that every 2 years, or maybe even 1 year, that it would crash and burn and you would need to start all over again with new funding and with new leadership, would you build that business? The answer is no, because that would be really stupid. Yet, tomorrow, we're going to go in and for a failed system. President Trump wants to bring us into the new golden age. And I love Trump, and I look forward to this new golden age. But folks, our AZGOP isn't in a golden age. It's in the stone age. We need to vote for a new chairman that will fix our problem that we have in the AZGOP. Now, there's 4 candidates that you can vote from, and believe me, folks, when I say this, I'm very sincere. They're very nice people, my opponents. They're very nice people. And if we were running for high school president, gosh, you know, just throw a dart and you'd pick a good one. But there's more at stake than a high school presidency. The history and the future of our state is at stake. The future of our country is at stake. So we need somebody with the vision and leadership and the plan to bring us forward to the golden age. Folks, that's me. I released my plan a couple weeks ago on fundraising and on division of labor. Now, these are to become sustainable fundraising that no matter who's at the helm, it will continue to grow. It will continue to go forward. So if a chair resigns, so what? We will have the infrastructure and we will have the funds we need to get ahead and move forward. My plans, and I'd like to go over them now with you. My plans are this for fundraising. I've created 3 buckets. Bucket number 1 is the largest bucket. Now that's for get out the vote. Bucket number 2, which is a little smaller than the get out the vote bucket, that one is for legal defense. The 3rd bucket, which is much smaller, is just for overhead, keeping the lights on at AZGOP. So who's responsible to fill those buckets? Well, the first one, the largest bucket, is get out the vote. I am forming what I call a victory council. This is a council of donors and also successful businessmen in the state of Arizona that will sit on that council, and they will raise funds continuously. Think of them as athletic boosters for a college football team, for instance. They have no governance. They have no authority in our party. They are there just to raise money to get out the vote. Now, the guarantee here is that money in Get Out the Vote will never commingle with the other buckets. The legal defense bucket, who's responsible for that? Well, our national committee man and woman, and also me, we are all 3 your representatives in Washington, D.C. We're responsible for filling that bucket to make sure that we have the money to defend our election integrity in this state. The 3rd bucket, the much smaller one, is going to be funded by Well, let me tell you my philosophy, and I'll tell you who it's funded by. I believe that the PCs should run the LDs. I believe that the PCs should run the county. And I believe the PCs through the state committeemen should run the state. I'm a ground up type person from the PCs on up. I believe that the PCs need to do some fundraising to put the lights on at the headquarters. Let's look at it. There's 1.65 million registered Republicans in the state of Arizona. There's another 750,000 sitting on the sidelines under what's called other. So that's 2.4 million conservative Republicans out there. If we just tapped into that for $5, not per week, not per month, not per quarter, but $5 per year, that would give us $24 million in an election cycle. Well, we haven't ever tapped into that. And there's not going to be any aspect of what we do that does not have a fundraising aspect attached to it. So why do I think my plan's going to work? Well, first of all, I'm a successful businessman. I built businesses from the ground up. Also, my doctorate degree is in organization and leadership, so I know what I'm talking about when I build a plan. For the last 25 years, I've been teaching at universities all the way up to the doctorate level, leadership, business, and technology. Many of our state's school superintendents have been taught by me how to run large learning organizations. I know how to run an organization and establish one. Another thing, too, is my plan has been out there for 2 weeks now. I haven't heard from one person in this entire state that is a bad plan. Not one. Usually people tear apart plans, but nobody tore this apart. In fact, I'm getting calls from people I don't even know saying it's pretty genius. Well, I appreciate that. But lastly, why I think it'll be successful. Simple. 2 of my opponents, while debating, have applauded my plan. So folks, I'm Bob Branch. I'm running for AZGOP chairman. I'm asking you for your vote for our future. I will be the one to bring us in to the new golden age. I want to thank you very much. God bless you. God bless the state of Arizona. God bless President Trump. And God bless America.